Right, before we start, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and they are Incogni. More about that later. Now then, it's been a bit of a whirlwind trip because we've been here in New York for one full day and we haven't even made it into the city of Manhattan. We stayed right here in Long Beach on Long Island. Now the reason being because we came over to review Norse Atlantic and their premium economy cabin. If you haven't seen that one, check it out, go back and have a look at it, because on the way home we're actually going to travel Norse Atlantic again, but this time in the economy cabin. Now I'm going to be able to see whether it was actually worth paying that extra for the premium. I'm hoping that the economy is going to be okay. In fact, I'll let you into a little secret. I nearly chickened out and thought, you know what, I'll pay the extra £400 or whatever it is to go premium to get back so I can get some sleep. But no, I'm going to do this, and I'm doing this for you. So make sure you hit that thumbs up and give us a subscribe and hit that little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos. We're going to get a cab in a moment, an Uber over to JFK, I think it's Terminal 7, and we're going to capture the drive there. We're also going to capture the takeoff, in-flight, landing, everything, see some planes as well. So if you like planes and you're a bit of an aviation geek, then this video is for you. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Right, so we've got a Toyota Camry hybrid, and when we get to JFK, we've got about a 25-minute journey to JFK, and when we get there we've got to check in, because it doesn't appear to be anywhere that you can actually check in online on Norse Atlantic's website. If you know how to do that, let me know. I couldn't find anywhere for check-in, so you're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, check in and drop the bag off. So where's this car? So it's 20 past 3 at the moment. We're due to take off, I think around about 20 past 6, something like that. So we've got about half an hour to get to the airport, then we've got to check in. Now, what I was saying earlier on is the flight over on premium, the food wasn't all that great if you have a look at it. It was nothing to write home about, particularly to say that it was premium. Now we're travelling back on economy. What does worry me is surely it can't get any worse than what was in premium. If it does, then this ain't going to be a good flight. And also I'm 6'4", so I'm hoping that they haven't squashed all the seats together and it's going to be a cramped up flight, because it's a red eye as well and we don't land until the morning, and I want to be refreshed because I've got to drive up to Leeds after that. So fingers crossed I can get some sleep on board as well. Don't know what it is, but in America I absolutely love the trucks over here. It reminds me of the movies with Jewel, you know, the first movie I believe that Steven Spielberg made. Who was in it? It was Dennis. He played McCloud. Oh, there it is. Very noisy. What was his name? I can't remember his name. Pop it in the comment section for me down below. Right, here we are, Terminal 7, my friends. Now, before we go any further, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, and they are Incogni. Now, have you ever noticed that sometimes you'll sign up for a store's loyalty card and then you start getting spam emails, calls or texts from telemarketers? Or say, for instance, you Google air fryers and you start getting spam emails about air fryers. Well, I used to get it all the time and it drove me nuts. Now, I looked into why this happens, and it's because all of these companies sell your data to giant firms called data brokers, and then they sell your information to other advertisers. I was shocked as to how much information was out there on the internet, such as my postal address, phone number and email address. I also found out that these data brokers are required by law to remove my information if I ask them to, but obviously doing that one by myself would be virtually impossible. Now, that's where Incogni comes in, as they contacted all of those companies for me. I didn't have to do anything, and they alerted me when the request was completed. Since I signed up to Incogni, I get almost no spam, and I can't even remember the last time I got a call from my old friend, Unknown Caller. That's why I highly recommend Incogni. Incogni provides improved protection from hackers and cyber attacks such as phishing or identity theft that use your personal information to target you. Total strangers accessing your most personal information, including your address, phone number, and wait for this one, even your weekend hangout spots. Invasive shadow profiles that use your online activity to influence your behaviour and worldviews, such as political affiliations. Incogni is so simple. Believe me, I've done it myself. On the first day, you register and subscribe for Incogni. They send out data removal requests to all applicable data brokers on their list. And in the first week, the first data brokers start responding to their requests. They use the GDPR, CCPA and other applicable privacy laws to make data brokers remove your personal information from their databases. In the first quarter, most data removal requests are processed within 2 months, and they follow up on those that aren't to make sure that your personal information is removed. Take back your personal data with Incogni. Use the code MacMaster in the link below or scan the QR code on screen now and get 60% off an annual plan. Right, onwards, my friends. Right, so now we need to find the Norse Atlantic, and there's an arrow pointing that way. Right, follow the arrow. Right, Norse Economy check-in. Wish I was going premium again, but can't have it always, can we? Because I need to show you what economy is like. So I'm hoping for once they don't upgrade me. Otherwise it's pretty pointless, isn't it? London Gatwick, yeah.
Just need your passport. Is your carry-on here or checking that?
Checking. Right, bags checked in. He asked me to put my backpack as well in a little box thing to check it wasn't too big, and I was good. Anyway, going through security, I always say this, they've got rubber gloves and no Vaseline, so I'm not filming, because if I get caught, they'll be using them. I'll see you on the other side. Right, that took about half an hour to get through. However, no laptops out of bags, no electronics, you just put your bag in there. That is much, much easier. When every airport does that, it is going to make flying and travelling a lot better. Right, we're at duty free. We haven't got a lot of time, but we've got to do the obligatory, how much is the Jameson? So let's take a look. We've got about half an hour till we board, and then we'll have a look at some planes taking off, hopefully, and for the aviation geeks, let's get in there and have a look at the JMO. shocking. They've only got the stout edition of Jameson. I couldn't find the normal one. You don't mess with Jameson. They do ones with orange in it and all the other different flavours. Just leave it alone. If something's perfect, leave it alone. Let's go and have a look at the planes. Right, time to board in a moment. It's now 27 minutes past 5, so I reckon we'll be boarding pretty soon. Although I'll be boarding, well, I won't be boarding first this time because I'm not premium, I'm economy. So do give us a thumbs up. This is going to be, I'm guessing it's going to be cramped, but what reserve judgment? Jack. Thank you. Yep, there's not a lot of room. Now wishing I'd gone premium, but hey, there we go. 6 foot 4.5, and this is the legroom that I've got.
The use of electronic cigarettes is also not allowed. Thank you.
I have got a screen there though, and charging port there, USB charging port, but I have to say very little room, but can't moan. Well, I can actually. So it's the Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, and a configuration of 3, 3 and 3. So they've really crammed the seats in here, haven't they? Make the most of it. Right, there we go. Is it worth the upgrade for premium? I'll tell you, after about 7 hours on this, crammed onto this plane, I'm hoping nobody sat next to me. That would be beautiful, just gorgeous, but I doubt it. Looks like it's going to be a full flight. So it looks like we've got a total flight time of about 6 hours. Arrival time 2 minutes past 5. That seems to be early actually. And a distance of 3,559 miles there. And the only thing I don't like about their system is it's the same as when I came out here. There's no map. It tells you about your flight, but there is no map to tell you where you actually are on the globe. I don't like that.
Welcome on Norse Atlantic Airways flight, shortly departing to London Gatwick. My name is Mark and I'm the person on today's flight. The entire crew is here to make your flight safe and pleasant. Due to weight and balance restrictions on our Boeing 787 Dreamliner, we kindly ask you to take your seat allocated on your boarding pass. Moving to a different seat could be possible if space permits and only after takeoff. Please do ask a member of the cabin crew before moving seats. We want to remind you that drinking your own alcohol on board is prohibited, and the crew will only serve alcoholic drinks to passengers over the age of 18. Thank you for your understanding.
Very good evening from the flight deck. It's your captain speaking. I'd like to be on board this Norse Atlantic flight 7022 London Gatwick. My name is Brian O'Sullivan. Joining me in the flight today is Captain John Dory. You're led in the cabin by Officer Mark and his team. We're just finishing up the last bit of paperwork here, some air traffic control restrictions here in JFK. So should be slightly late for departure, but expected to push back in the next 10 minutes approximately from now. But the flight time around is going to be about 6 hours and 5 minutes, so it's still expecting to land into London Gatwick tomorrow morning at about 6 AM local time. Mandatory US regulations requirement to perform the journalist flight today. You should not congregate in groups in any area of the cabin. And please use only those lavatories dedicated to your own class of service. As I said, the flight is going to be 6 hours and 5 minutes. Our route today is going to take us off the departing runway 22 right here in JFK. Heading out just past Long Island, south of Boston. We'll eventually south of Halifax and south of St. John's, passing Newfoundland, heading out of the North Atlantic Ocean. And eventually hitting land south of Shannon, Republic of Ireland, and Norfolk. And then eventually south coast of England before making our approach to Gatwick. John, has the pleasure of flying you to London today. You get back to you later on and update the arrival time, and then it's when I'm arriving. In the meantime, sit back and let's start now.
Thought you got rid of me, eh? Well, we're about 10 minutes, if you heard the captain speaking there, 10 minutes late. Everybody's finished boarding now. There's nobody sat in between me now, so we've got the gentleman at the end and then me here, so we've got a little bit more space, so that's good. Anyway, I will catch you maybe when the food comes out. Anyway, leave me to it. I'm going to relax now and watch the planes. And yes, I know, cap on backwards, so if you look through the window, look a complete pillock. I've just noticed as well, one more thing doing a Colombo. I left my hoodie in my suitcase. I'm thinking, oh, I'll be alright, I can use a blanket on board. You don't get a blanket, you have to pay $6.50 if you want a blanket. So I know I've got to pay $6.50 or get cold or hope it's not cold. Anyway, there we go.
For those passengers who have seen the screens, we do ask you to stay away at this time. If we need any electronic devices which are large, should be switched off and stowed in the seat pocket in front of you or in your hand baggage. Thank you.
departure, thank you.
Right, so dinner has arrived. Now, take note, this meal is not included in the price of the ticket if you buy it. Yeah, I've paid extra for this, so I'll let you know the cost of what my ticket was originally, because I upgraded for premium on the flight here. So I changed it as well. I'll go through costs when we land, but I paid extra for this meal. I can't remember exactly what I paid for this, but if you go online you'll see that the cost varies. So this meal is not included in the flight. I paid for it. I've gone for chicken and potato, and I've got cheesecake there as well, and you do get a drink with it, a little drink with it as well, and I've gone for some ginger beer. So take a look at it and I'll let you know what I think of it. But if you don't pay for a meal you will not get fed, so take note of that one. But you can order on screen and buy yourself a meal on screen anyway. Anyway, take a look at this. Right, so there you go. That's the meal. I'm not going to do a running commentary while I'm eating it, because I'm going to end up with it all over me trying to hold the camera and the microphone as well. So I'll eat it and then I'll come back to you and I'll let you know what I think of it. So I'll see you shortly. Doesn't look overly appetizing, especially the like, I don't know what that is, black potatoes or something. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe some vegetable. Let me know in the comment section. I have no idea. Anyway, I shall get it down me, and I'll see you in a minute. Wish me luck. Right, okay, so I'm going to say that tasted a lot better than it actually looked, and I have to say again, the bread was very nice, and the bread on the way out in premium as well was very nice. Normally the bread on a plane I won't eat because it's like rock, but these were exceptionally nice. So pretty good, very tasty, and the cheesecake was nice too. Could have done with a bit bigger drink than a little cup like that. I think they do that so that you've got to buy more drinks. But anyway, I'm going to get some sleep now because I've got a long drive when we land at Gatwick. And I'll see you very shortly, so don't go anywhere, because for you, it'll only be seconds. Need to get these lights out. Here we go, it's getting a bit darker. See you in a minute. Right, okay, so you've just seen there breakfast. Now, I paid extra for breakfast and also for dinner for the 2 meals here. I can't remember exactly what it was. I've just been looking on my receipt and it doesn't actually say the total amount. Got a ham and cheese bagel thing or whatever it is, or not bagel, croissant. I mean, I haven't eaten it, I've taken about 3 bites of it. And a lemon loaf, which I'm not even going to attempt. Doesn't look very appetizing. Look, it feels very hard and looks very dry, so I think I'll give that a miss. You could have had a tea or a coffee, and I've gone for a Coke. I'll put the prices on screen now, because I'll go online and check out what it was when I get back. My opinion would be on the food, do not pay extra for the food. It's not worth it. You're better off just bringing something on board for yourself, because you'd expect, if you've actually paid for something, to have better food than that. But we'll sum it up when we get on the ground anyway. So watch the landing now, and coming into landing to Gatwick, and I shall see you guys back on the ground. But not impressed with that at all. Not at all. I mean, you have to bear in mind I have paid extra for that. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the ground. Got about another hour before landing now.
You're running on the tech center, circle towards the other way. For left turn hips land on westerly runway in Gatwick. Should I then ground about 1/4 past? It's less than an hour. Expect to get maybe some shortcuts. It's quiet time this morning. Weather in Gatwick, it's cool, 5 degrees with winds light and very from the north. It's dried out, but just it's a nice change. Nice negative items, hope you managed to get some rest for the night. On behalf of all the operating crew today and Norse Atlantic Airways, we certainly hope to see you on board other flights in the near future. Take care and safe bonus journey. Good morning.
request. Welcome to London Gatwick Airport. The time here is 17 minutes past 6 in the morning, and the outside temperature is 4 degrees Celsius, which is about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. For your own safety and your fellow passengers, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop, the seatbelt signs have been switched off, and the doors have been opened. Before disembarking, please make sure that you have all your hand luggage with you. Be careful when opening the overhead lockers, as items may have shifted, moved during the takeoff and landing phases of this flight.
Right, welcome to Gatwick, my friends. It is a bit chilly. I wish I'd got my hoodie. Let's get through immigration and through to the other side, and then we'll have a little chat about the flight, shall we? I managed to get a little sleep on the plane, and luckily there was only 2 of us sat in the row, so he buzzed along and I had the middle seat spare. If not, would have been a bit cramped, I have to say. But, very basic. I mean, I'd have been on the wing, really, if they took anything else away. Right, just got to get my bag and then I can put my hoodie on, which I left in my bag, which I could have done with on the plane because there was no blankets and it is a bit nippy, it's a bit chilly. Right, bag collected, hoodie on, feel a bit warmer now. Let's get over to the bus now to get back to the car, and then we'll wind this video up and I'll tell you what I think of Norse Atlantic Economy and whether it's worth upgrading to Premium. I'll tell you in a short while. Let's get this bus. So it's good to see a Greggs on your return, and first thing you see when you come through, Greggs. Right, remember, keep walking on these travelators or whatever they're called. Keep walking. It's making a bit of a noise. Keep walking, unless of course you have a disability. I always have to say that because you're going to get some keyboard warrior saying, well, I think you'll find. I mean, people who are, you know, able to walk like me, walk the calories off so you get there quicker. Right, okay. Look at that, cold. That's England for you. Right, let's find my electric milk float and hope that it starts. It should do, because I mean, I've only been away for like literally 2 days and I can see it there. Then let's wind this up, shall we, with Norse Atlantic. Ah, there's my car. Will it open, please? Yes. Whew. Right, let's wind this thing up. So, Norse Atlantic Economy cabin. What is it like? Is it worth it? Is it worth upgrading to premium? For once, I'm actually going to say yes. If you watched my last video on about Norse Atlantic, I travelled over here, over to America, sorry, on premium, and I paid and upgraded for that. And I think it cost me about £300 or something. I can't remember exactly. It was almost twice as much, but was it worth it? 100%, yeah. It was a lot better experience. The food was a lot better. If you do go on economy and you do want to really tighten the purse strings a little bit, then don't bother with the food at all in economy. I mean, the dinner was okay, but the breakfast, what I paid for, because you pay extra for that, terrible. To be honest, just take your own food. If you're gonna tighten the purse strings, take your own food on board. Luckily, I looked out and there was nobody sat in between me, so I definitely upgrade to premium if you can stretch to it. If not, and as I say, you want to tighten those purse strings, then definitely take your own food and don't buy any of that. Didn't even get a napkin with the breakfast either. Got another plane coming over now. What's this one? Ah, it was British Airways. Back to Norse anyway. Norse as an airline, I mean, it's very budget conscious, isn't it? I mean, any more budget and you'll be on the wings and you'll have no pilot. It's really, I mean, drinks wise and everything, to be honest, I wouldn't travel in economy on Norse Atlantic again. If I was going to use them, I'd definitely travel on premium. So there we go. That's my Norse Atlantic review. I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, by the way, thank you to today's sponsors who are Incogni. Take back your personal data today. Use the code in the description down below and get 60% off an annual plan, or scan the QR code that's on screen now. So thank you very much, Incogni. I use it myself. Take back your personal data. Now, that's all from me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and also think about hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.